Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Hyperactive Vibes. In this video, we're going to be shaving my head. I have about 2.5 weeks worth of hair on this head and it has to go because I have plans for today and later today and next week and we get that. So it needs to go so I have a fresh shaved head. So that's what we're going to do today in today's video. So on that note, let's hop right in. I'm not going to give you guys a minute-long introduction. Let's go. Come on. Just cute. Alright guys, so the first thing that we're going to be using today is this little like hair bag, you know, like the little, you see at the barber shops and you tighten the back and all that stuff. That's what we're going to be using first, if I can tie it. Oh man, it's harder than it looks. Guys, if someone just wants to volunteer to shave my head, I would totally say yes because I'll be scratching myself behind the ears, the whole thing. Okay, I got it on. It's so long too. So this is the bag, the little paper hair catcher thing. And then we also have a Conair little, what is this called? But here's the thing, I don't always do well with these guys, so I'm gonna try using it at first, and then I am gonna switch over into my razor, which is like what I normally use to shave my head. But since I have about, I don't know, a quarter inch or eighth of an inch of hair on my head, I actually need to go through and like shave it down really quickly. So let's do that. Take two. There we go. But is it up against that? Unclog the hair. What does that mean when it does that? I don't wanna. Oh, it's doing it. Okay.
So this was my second official time shaving my hair by myself. However, this was my first time successfully actually figuring out how to use the clippers. And I would say that the first time I shaved my hair by myself, I was struggling. High-key struggling, low-key nothing. And I ended up like cutting myself a few times. But this is my third time shaving my hair by myself, but the first time using the clipper successfully, and I cut myself both of those times. This is the first time that I did not cut myself, which I was pretty proud about.
So far, so good, guys.
So the key areas that I really needed to focus on were behind my ear, because I have like these divots behind my ear that I'll show you guys later on, where I typically get a little sloppy with the clippers, I guess is the word, or I don't properly like go over the curve, so it like nips it a little bit. And I was just really trying to make sure that I did not do that again, because first of all it hurts, and then second of all it just does not look good. And what I realized later on was that it actually leaves like a whole mark, and I would like to kind of have like a really smooth, clean, bald head and not have to deal with like little scars and things like that. But I do understand that it's a little unrealistic to expect that off of like skin, because skin is something that just does its own thing at the end of the day, and the only way that you're really going to correct it and get that clear and unison skin color is just by like, you know, products and chemicals and stuff. And I also don't want to do that to my head. So I'm at a dilemma where it's like trial and error, but also I want to have that clean cut head. So that's that. But what I'm doing right now is I'm basically just making sure that I have like an even low layer, and I was also trying to figure out how to like just shave it bald using the clippers. Like, this is not bald. It's short, but it's not bald, and I want it bald, which is why I followed up with the razor. But if there's an easier way to do this with just using the clippers, I would definitely do that. So if you guys know anything, please let me know. If you know a tool that could potentially get me there faster without having to do the razor step, that'd be awesome. So I feel like working on the back of my head is always just difficult, and I'm trying to, I guess, feel how uneven the hair is in the back so that I can know like what area is a little bit more thicker and what areas are thin. And so that kind of helped, but I still feel as though once I'm done shaving everything, it's still always a little bit uneven, or maybe it just grows a little bit faster in the back, and I feel as though I never get it as low as I can the front. And I know it's because I can't properly see back there, but it's still kind of frustrating. But I do think that using these clippers kind of helped to just lower it all a little smoother, a little easier, and a little quicker, because using the razor, like shaving with no clippers, just the razor, is so long. I tell you what, it's harder to get a clean shave with just the razor than it is with the dual set. So that's why I'm saying, guys, if you guys know any tools that I can use to get in there easier, that'd be great. And what you see me doing now is trying to get into that divot in the back of my head. That divot is so hard to get into because I don't want to cut myself. It's very similar to the little bump that I have behind both my ears, and I just have to be sure, like, not to get in there too aggressively and, you know, cut the back of my head, because that's not cute. That is not cute. Um, it's a whole thing. But what I've also noticed is that when I go outside, this is pollen season, so when I go outside and those mosquitoes are out, they are coming for my head. Those mosquitoes are trying to like drain my blood from the back of my skull, and it's so uncomfortable, and it makes me almost not want to be bald during the winter time just for the mosquito fact, because I was not having this problem during the summertime, surprisingly, and I wore my hair out like all the time, and I didn't have to worry about mosquitoes.
My face is actually covered in hair though, guys. But now we're gonna move on to the next stage, which is, I don't think I'm doing a too bad job. I feel like the back is a little uneven, but overall, you're pretty good. So we're gonna wet the hair, then we're gonna apply the shaving cream, and then we're gonna jump right in with shaving. So that's gonna be our little process. Okay, hair is wet, guys. Doesn't take a lot to get the head wet now. Yay. Like that. Put it in. If you guys know how to shave heads, then please let me know and come shave my head, because this can be a level of therapeutic, but also I just be so scared to do it on myself. Like, this could be a really scary process by yourself to do, because you're just not sure. But okay, guys, the entire head is covered. Yeah, I definitely missed the top of my head. That's crazy. And for this part, I do typically leave the water running. This is just the first pass through.
The first pass through. All right, guys, so even though I don't enjoy like using the razor, because I'm like really a little nervous about using it, and I think it takes a little longer to use it rather than just using the clippers and getting it done and over with in one clean swoop, I do recognize how relaxing it is to use the razor. It's so relaxing to use the razor, and I just like watching myself using it. Like, I don't like the fact that I have to use it, but I like to watch myself use it, and I like how it feels when I do use it. Like, it makes me feel as though I'm like clean and fresh and properly, you know, properly taken care of, in a sense. Like, it makes me feel a little bougie when I'm able to use a razor on my head and not cut myself, because this is typically the stage when I get behind my ear and I nippity nip. But as you guys will see, I paid close attention behind my ears, to the divot in the back of my neck, and to this patch of hair on the top of my head, which I honestly did not realize was going to be that thick. Like, I need a better clipper maybe, but I said to say that I am appreciative of the clippers that I do have, because they were actually, I guess, like a gift from the person that used to shave my head. So I do appreciate that, but I do recognize that it would be easier if maybe I just knew how to use them a little better And yeah, probably just knew how to use them better. Maybe I should stop saying that I need new clippers and just say I need to learn how to operate them a little better. But let's talk about my actual like scalp and stuff routine. Do you see that? You see how tedious I'm being? You see those little marks as well? Those little marks came from me nipping myself behind the ear. The pain, just remembering it. But talking about scalp care, I immediately when I'm done, I put oil on my hair and I used to condition it, but now I don't condition it anymore because I've been getting like, I guess, redness bumps and sore bumps and things like that. But with just using the oil, I've noticed that it's been a little bit better. And I'm just kind of playing around right now with what I use for the aftercare of my hair because I'm not really too sure, but I know that something is triggering it. It could be my pillow sheets, it could be the conditioner, it could be the other oil that I was using, it could be the do-rag that I wear, it could be a number of things, but I figure right now it's just my time to play around with it because I can't do nothing to my head. Now, as far as the next step in the shaving my head process, I literally had to do like 2 rounds. Sometimes I even do 3, but this time I was actually able to achieve that seamless and just really clean effect with just 2 pass-throughs. I think it was really because I was being so cautious of the whole situation and I was really just trying to make sure I took my time and didn't like injure myself on camera because that would just be one crazy memory to have actually documented. So I was really just trying to take my time and make sure I didn't cut myself, which successfully I did not cut myself. And I wanted to make sure that I didn't have to deal with that unevenness that I was mentioning because having uneven hair is just really a nuisance and it's really annoying and just not what I want to deal with. But as you guys can tell, I'm doing a pretty great job. Like that shave is so smooth and seamless and I'm proud of myself because it just shows that I'm growing. Like, yes, I would have been so nervous to even shave from my head to my face. But as you guys saw, I shaved from my head to my sideburns to right behind my ears to down my neck. Like I shaved that entire area, even really close up to my eyebrows. And I felt really comfortable and confident the entire time. So that was something that was just really nice to kind of realize that I'm getting more comfortable in this process, even though it's not something that I prefer to do. I'm getting better at it. I'm growing. Yeah. And I hope you guys kind of take note of all the little techniques that I'm doing. So like using the mirror, I'm using the mirror to help shave the back of my head and the placement of the blades and holding my ear down and making sure that clippers are angled correctly and even having on the black little poncho hair cover upper thing. Like these are all like little techniques that really help with shaving your head and making sure that you get that clean, smooth, flawless shave that you're looking for. So just keep paying attention, guys. Take notes where you feel like you need to and enjoy the video because it was fun to make. It was fun to do. And I'm happy that I was able to like produce this content for you guys and have you guys see firsthand how I'm doing because I really could have just chickened out. I was so close.
Alright guys, I finished shaving my head and it feels so good. I feel like I did a great job. It definitely took a little bit longer than what I expected, but I feel like it looks really good. So I'm going to give you guys some close-up shots of my head, but before I do that, I do want to say that I think I did a really good job of taking my time behind the ear and I didn't cut myself at all, not one time, which I'm very proud of because that's been something that I've been struggling with. It's like cutting myself, especially behind the ear and that divot. And then I also do have a divot here, but I haven't cut myself there yet, so that's great. But a few little hiccups that happened was just there was a lot more hair on top than what I expected, and I did have to let the water run the entire time because my blade kept getting so clogged and all that. So overall, I feel like I did a really great job. Thank you all for tuning in, and I hope to see you all in the next one. And don't forget to and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. All right, bye y'all.
I did it. I did it. I did it. Oh yeah. Y'all see that clean shave? Do y'all see that 360? Oh my God. El Jabha, El Jabha, El Jabha. Oh, do you guys also see that shiny spot on my forehead? That just, yeah, that's priceless to me. But yeah, guys, look, no marks, no bruises, no scrapes. Look behind that ear. Woo! It's looking clean, so fresh and so clean, clean. I think it looks great. I think you can definitely see the previous marks where I injured myself and, like, you know, was going a little too fast and being a little careless. But obviously nothing else is there. Your girl looks good. Bye, y'all.